Well, giddy on up. Ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you to the 44th episode of The Gist with Josh. We are here. It is September 19th, 2024, and we are in the midst of warfare. The Gist with Josh is being attacked. We have multiple networks from which we've been completely shut out. YouTube, X, Instagram, the establishment, the comedy establishment here in Toronto. People won't stop shooting at Donald Trump. They think he's like a piñata or something, and they keep trying to take wax at this guy. Like candy's gonna come out. And the news anchors on CNN keep telling people to kill him. So it keeps on happening. And every time it's some crazier wingnut. People are having their phones fucked with. Some people are having their walkie-talkies explode, killing them. Of course, Hezbollah has had their pagers implanted with plastic explosives, which honestly has me looking at my iPhone a little bit funny. Joe Biden has been spotted wearing a Donald Trump hat, perhaps to signify that he is switching his allegiances. Maybe he's not so happy with how he was ousted undemocratically and unlawfully, perhaps from his position as president. This whole fucking thing is really messed. It's fucked. All right. So if you're gonna ask me why I'm here and I don't get a shirt on, you know what? Fuck you. That's why. All right. We are in the midst of war. We are surrounded. We are totally being supplanted by the enemy. We're in a hurricane. We're in the eye of the storm right now. If we make it to the election day, we'll be thanking our lucky stars. There's a total attempt on this man's life every other week apparently now. They want to try and murder Donald Trump. Everybody's trying, and the people. There was a CNN news anchor. You can go and look at it. She was joking around saying, or no, she wasn't joking. She was saying that Donald Trump needs to be, They said that he needed to be SHOT, and then she said, "Oh, correction, I meant stopped." Like she just made a speaking error. But you got news anchors speaking on TV talking about murdering the president and acting like they just made a slip up. And apologizing after. You got bombs, walkie-talkies fucking exploding. You got, it costs $6.80 for a head of asparagus. It costs $6.80 at Freshco if you want asparagus now. Asparagus is insanely expensive. There's a lot of women that aren't meeting their iron dietary requirements because they think they're vegans. Canada is actually looking pretty good compared to the rest of the world. I mean, we've always been completely insane in a psychological sense. We've always been very detached from reality. It might have something to do with the winter, Maybe that just forces Canadians to detach from reality because 6 months out of the year, the weather's shit. We kind of just go into our own little virtual worlds, our own mental worlds. We all have our own little paradises that are kind of disconnected from reality. So I think Canadians have always been a little bit crazy. And I don't think that's a stretch. I think that's been known. But now it just seems like we're doing good. It almost seems like, things over here in Canada are kind of making sense. I mean, every other week they're talking about bringing down Justin Trudeau. They keep saying there's going to be an election. Oh, there's going to be an election, or this or that, or Jagmeet's going to do this, or all this craziness going on. And it seems like we're on the cusp of either becoming slaves. No, we're definitely becoming slaves either way, but we're definitely like picking our masters right now. And it's not a nice feeling, and it's stressing me out. You know what I mean? And what's going to happen when China gets mad, at Canada, and then our iPhones start blowing up? You know what I mean? Our iPhones are going to start blowing up because China's going to, they're making our iPhones, If Israel makes Iran's iPhone or fucking walkie-talkies and they blow up, and China's making our iPhones, they don't like us that much. I'm using my iPhone to record this right now. What if my iPhone just decides to blow up on me? What am I supposed to do? We are at a total. We're like, what are we supposed to do? I'm happy. I'm doing well. At the end of the day, people like me, you can ban me. You can throw us off the internet. You can try and shut down our little accounts. You can tell us what you think we can and can't say, or you can pretend that what we say isn't the truth, or you can stick your head in the sand all you want. But ultimately, I'm here. I'm in the shadows. I'm lurking, okay? And I'm getting stronger each day. All right? And there's a million out there just like me, all right? And we all want Donald Trump to be the president, okay? And if Kamala Harris assassinates Donald Trump somehow, sorry. I'm going to get this video flagged for misinformation, and it's going to get taken down, and we're not going to be able to watch it. If something happens here where we can't have, our freedom, and we're totally subjected into this fucking, whatever this system is, it's going to turn into, patty cake, high fives, oh, this is kind of nice, to, it's going to turn into life and death. It's going to turn into survival of the fittest. It's going to be a matter of who's prepared, who's not prepared, where you're located. There's going to be... These guys are planning the collapse. They want to destroy this country. Everything they're doing is to fuck with you. It's all bullshit. Nothing they're saying they actually believe in. There's no fucking depth to it. Their entire ideology is just bringing you down. That nobody can be successful because success itself is bad, okay? You're not allowed to have victory. You're not allowed... Because essentially... what you're saying is that when you succeed, or when you win, or when you do something decisive as a human being, what you're basically saying is you're committing aggression. Essentially, you're aggressing upon others by committing or being decisive or performing a certain action or belief, regardless of who that affects. You're being held liable for this fucking nonsense, but they can't police this shit. What about the people that are swinging knives at fucking people in subways? You know what I mean? Like, I was just riding the subway the other weekend there. We were going to Scarborough, me and my buddy, Scarberia, we like to call it. And we like to go to Scarborough nowadays because guess what? It's like a fucking first class trip to a fucking Bangladesh. It's fucking awesome, man. It's like going to another country. I love it. I could never afford a plane ticket to India. But you know what? I don't have to go to India. I just go to Scarborough. I go to the fucking strip mall. Holy smokes, I had the best balaclava I ever had in my life. It was godlike. You know what? And you get treated nice over there as a white guy too. Passport bros, I don't think they figured out this meta yet. I don't think they figured it out. You don't have to go all the way. You don't have to go all the way to these poor people countries. You can just stay in Canada, really. Canada's the new Bali. You can just go to fucking Scarborough, okay? Go to the fucking strip malls. Go get some balaclava, okay? Go get some balaclava. You will be treated like a king. You will be brought into the temples. They will wash you. They'll wash you in fucking cow shit. You'll be treated like a king, okay? This weekend we're going to the biggest Chinese mall in North America. It's like the biggest. It's like being in China, apparently. It's like the best Chinese food I'll ever have in my life. I'm really looking forward to that, actually. And I can hang out. I can deal. I can go with the flow. But the state of our union is it's totally dead. If Trump doesn't win this thing, it's over. It's not even a question. It's not gonna survive 4 more years of whatever this shit is. You know what I mean? They're gonna start World War III. They're trying to start World War III right now just because they don't want Trump to fucking win. Because they know he's gonna win. That's why they're trying to kill him. They wouldn't be trying to kill him if they didn't think he was gonna win. You know what I mean? If they didn't think he was gonna win, they wouldn't bother trying to kill him. You don't see anyone trying to fucking kill Kanye, okay? You know what I mean? They know he doesn't stand a chance. The only reason they want him is because they know as soon as he's in office, their entire shit charade's fucking over. And if he doesn't win, they're gonna send us off to war. They're gonna draft us. You know what I mean? And I don't know where I read this, but apparently I thought the draft age was 25. Like you can only get drafted at age 25, or that was the cutoff. So I hope that holds. It seems kind of young. Like if you were at war, would you really 25? Would that be the age cutoff? I feel like that's definitely not how that's gonna work. I feel like if World War III kicks out, I feel like it's gonna be like every single. I feel like with all this new shit, like how they're pushing out retirement, because they're like, oh well, people live longer, so therefore retirement should happen later in life. They're gonna be like, oh well, they're gonna apply that same logic to the military recruitment, and then you're gonna have like 60-year-olds fucking on the turret. You know what I mean? And that's what we're gonna have to do if we want to win this thing. Let's be real. We're outnumbered. It's like the fucking Skaven horde versus, they're like the swarm, and we're like the fucking Terran. You know what I mean? We don't want to fight these guys. We don't want to have a giant ass war with fucking Russia. We don't want to have a giant ass war. If anything, we'll nuke them. Alright, we'll just drop a bomb. But we're not going over there. Somebody should just make 1,000 drones and go park them over there. And just get the drones to do it. Like, commit the first atrocity for a drone. Like, commit the first drone bombing of, like, a civilian, like, city. We could do something like that, but we're not going... We need the Oppenheimer of drones to create the nuke of drones, which is, like, basically a giant chaos swarm of, like, fully independent, but, like, interdependent drones that can, like, network together. And then you'll be able to descend upon your enemies. It won't just be like, bombs are kind of cool, big boom, explosion. It's like, oh, where did that come from? A bomb. Oh my gosh, where's my legs? It's kind of scary. But then you have the drone swarms that come down from the sky, and they're just like, they look like locusts, and they got little guns on them. Pew, 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 pew. Who knows what's in those guns? Maybe they're not even shooting bullets at you. Maybe they're shooting vaccines at you. You see how many vaccines it takes to fucking kill you. You know what I mean? What if the robots like feed on your body? There was a schematic for like a robot that did that like ate human flesh and like burned it and like turned it into energy, and then basically it was like a corpse eating robot, like the ones that from the Black Mirror episode. So I don't know. I think I would be a good like corpse eating robot pilot. I think I could pilot the corpse eating robot really good. I feel like I'd be a very strong, like I would eat like so many bodies. Like the Russians wouldn't. I'd eat the Ukrainian bodies too. Like I wouldn't attack the Ukrainians, but like if I found one, I wouldn't let their flesh go to waste. I'd consume and combust and like find so I can thrive. Because you want to thrive. It's all about perseverance. Okay, we need war on a certain. We do need a bit of war. I don't know what it comes down to, but maybe we should turn it into like I don't know. Something more horrific, like, I don't know, like robots. We should just have like armies of robots, and then once you're out of the robots, it's like fuck. We have to pick up the guns now. Like imagine having like armies of robots fight each other, but then eventually like all your robots get fucked up, and then you're just stuck fighting their robots with like your fucking shitty like body. You know what I mean? That would be terrifying. That's the future though. And if we don't fucking have an army of robots, they're gonna have an army of robots. We need to build the terracotta army of drones. You know what I mean? We need to create like a terrifying. I bet you the CIA already fucking has it. I bet you they already have something like hidden away, like on a fucking file, like some fucking Black Ops file. Like some real underground shit. That's just. Oh, fuck. Is my mic cut out right now? Test 1 2 3. Test 1 2 3. 1 2 3. Oh Okay, we have to see where that cut out real quick. Test 1 2 3. This is a test. 1 2 3. All right. So where were we? Ah, yes. Okay. We're just gonna splice this in the edit. So yeah, we need to create the world's first death swarm of drones before anyone else. It's more important than the nuke. The nuke can probably be disabled if you have a killer swarm of drones. Okay, you have the capability to essentially completely surround your enemy in all three dimensions, and you're not using human resource to do that. You're totally expending like these useless little plastic thingies, okay? So, and tanks, like how many tanks do we go through? Those things are expensive. Or like how many submachine guns or like heavy machine guns? Like think how wasteful that is. Like why are we wasting so much production, so much like, manufacturing power on diversifying our weapons when really the only weapon you need is a drone? Like we should only be making drones. Like you don't need anything else, just drones. Like we just need one factory. It just needs to be a fucking huge 20 football field factory, and it just needs to be shitting out drones 24/7, 7 days a week, 365 days a year until we have trillions of drones, okay? And then if anyone fucks with us, we send the trillions of drones after them. You know what I mean? Oh, we're going to nuke you. Yeah, well, we have 1 trillion drones. Are you sure you want to do that? Do you really want to throw around the nukes, eh? We have the drones. We're not afraid of nukes. We could create a force field around the entire country with fucking drones. We'll create a force field. We'll create an electronic force field to surround like a magnetic field around this country to deflect any type of ballistics. And we'll unleash a hellstorm of drones. That's what they should call it, the hellstorm. The Hellswarm. They should have different like platoons, like Hellswarm 1, Hellswarm 2. They should have a drone that eats you after it kills you, so it doesn't have to go back and charge on its little charging pad. It just keeps going, eating more people. We need drones that feast on human flesh, like locusts, like from the Bible. We need like biblically accurate locust killer drones to descend upon our enemies. And then we won't have to listen to anybody. You know what I mean? We could just take Israel. We could take the Holy Land. Think how happy God would be if we created 1 trillion drones and took Jerusalem for the Catholics. And maybe we also take it for the what do you call those guys with the beards? The Orthodox guys? Yeah, we'll take it for them too, because they're kind of cool. They're based. But, all these wing-ding motherfuckers can get out. You know what I'm saying? We need to reestablish order. We need to reestablish the tax system. We need to create a better tax bracket system. We need to get rid of the carbon tax. I don't know. Maybe I like the carbon tax. The weather's been changing so quickly here in Ontario. Maybe we do need the carbon tax, because that way we could fix the weather. We could like make a machine that like changes the weather or some shit. Or maybe we could just make a machine that makes liberals stop bitching. Maybe that'd be like a better, more universal investment of our time and money. That and the drone factory. We need to come up with a system for letting, because liberals, they gotta cry, you gotta have their tears, but we need to farm and harvest their tears, because they're valuable. Salt and iodine, which is very rare in today's nutrient and diet supply. It's very plentiful in seaweed, but we actually can harvest the liberals' tears. and we can put them inside our children to feed them and make them strong. So that way, when the great drone war comes, okay, and we're not going to send them off to die in some shithole country. We're just going to send the drones. We're going to blow them up. Or we're not even going to blow them up. We're just going to push them out and pick them up with the drones. The drones will like pick up the people and throw them in the ocean. That'll be the power of the drones. These drones will be so powerful. These drones, you won't even have to shoot people. Like, we'll just pick them up. You can pick people up. They have big clippers. They just grab on you and fly up with you, and they take you away, take you to jail. And we'll put everybody in jail, and we'll move in our people, and everybody that's not Canadian, like me, is going to jail. Me and Donald Trump are gonna, like, they thought they were gonna put us in jail. No, it's not how it's going down. We're gonna create the drone swarm. Me, Donald Trump, Elon Musk, the people. We're gonna come together with a plan. I don't know if you guys saw Matt Walsh's new movie, but we're gonna need a drone swarm. The next crusade will not be fought with swords and, steel armaments. They'll be fought with the drones. And we'll take back Scarborough for Canada using the drones. We'll go to Scarborough. Actually, we'll keep them because they make really good food. They really do. They kill the baklava. Arabian baklava is actually a lot better than Turkish baklava, because Turkish baklava uses a lot of honey, but the Arabians, they just used a little bit of honey. It's a far superior type of baklava. If you're a baklava fan, I suggest you try Arabian baklava. But I also appreciate all the different shawarma options. There's like 1,000 places to get shawarma. I think that's ultimately good for the people of Canada to have those options. I wouldn't want to deprive those people. But everything else is gone. We're taking it back. I don't know. We're probably going to take back that mall. We don't want a big Chinese mall here. What are they going to do with that? They're probably going to make it, I don't know. Probably going to try and get a chairman or something. Try and harvest organs or some shit. Try and enslave the Uyghur Muslims at the mall. Fuck. We can't have that. We probably need to take back with the drones. I think the most important thing for people growing up and learning how to, exist in this newfound economy, socioeconomic system, is to, be able to see, have a humor, have a humorous side about it, and be able to take it with a pinch of salt and be able to laugh at it. You got to be able to understand, everything happens for a reason. This life is anything but ordinary. And in a weird way, maybe this is all just a test. See how bad we can get teased by a bunch of fucking pansies, into, eating bugs or eating these Impossible burgers. And I see they're advertising. I saw it on my YouTube. They were advertising, Impossible dog food, just fake salmon. How fucking sad is that, man? You're anemic. You have an iron deficiency. You can't eat. You can't gobble down enough iron pills because you refuse to eat meat. You know what I mean? And now you're going to subject your fucking poor companion animal to that same fate. My God. It's really a terrible thing. The idea that because you're a liberal and because you don't want to hurt animals, you're not going to eat meat, even though you're a fucking animal that eats meat, and then you're going to subject your fucking carnivorous pet to that same treatment, is fucking insane. And these people walk around like they're the ones that, aren't crazy. They're the ones that know what's up. You know what I mean? These fucking people that pay $17 for their fucking Starbucks Frappuccino, okay? They pay fucking $100 for a damn hot dog at a fucking baseball game because they're so liberal and stupid, and they work in tech, and they work for the government, God forbid. And they do nothing with their lives, so they just waste it on this fucking food because, that, and they pay for their shitty condos. And they fucking walk their poor animals. They have these beautiful fucking, sometimes it's a big dog too, and they're living in some shit condo, those people should probably be sent to re-education camps. I think that would, I don't know what we would teach them. Probably dog stuff. But, it's just fucked up. Toronto's a real shithole. It, everywhere you go in Toronto, it smells, kind of fucking like shit and piss, actually. And, I think that's kind of a special thing about Toronto. I bet you a lot of big cities are like that, really. But it's true. Everywhere in the city smells like shit and piss. And, if you aren't from here and you, just came here, and you just arrived, you would smell it. You know what I mean? Like, if you were walking the streets, you would definitely smell it. And there's just such a strong piss stench. But you ever walking along and you smell such a strong piss stench? It almost smells good. Like gasoline. Or, like how people say everyone likes to smell their own brew. That's something like fucking Shrek says or some shit, some like nasty shit. Well, and this city is, special in how potent the fucking filth is. It really is here in Toronto. Like, because sometimes I'll be walking by and I just get a whiff of something. I didn't even think it was possible. Just something extra special. And all of a sudden I'm sniffing the air like a fucking dog. Man, Toronto stinks, but I do like it. I love Toronto. I think it fucking stinks. I think the people are retarded. I think we have way too many fucking foreigners here. But I kind of like it. I kind of enjoy it, actually. I think it's good for, my belly to experience so many cuisines from so many different parts of the world and so much different flavors of pussy. Make sure my mic's still fucking recording here. I was at the grocery store the other day. Here in Canada, if you're in Canada, you're probably not. You're probably an American if you're watching this, because most of my viewers are American. But, because I'm cool. And, if you're Canadian, we have a brand called Compliments, which is like the no-name brand. And it's like, it's a little bit cheaper. And it's kind of funny how many brands are being replaced with Compliments at our Union Fresh Co-op company grocery stores that we go shopping for our groceries at. You know what I mean? And so many of these brands are just like no-name brands owned by the cooperative. And it's just a big C on the box, which is kind of funny. Like, Compliments might just stand for communism. Like, in Canada in another 10 years, the only food you'll be able to eat is fucking Compliments brand food. You won't be able to get anything else. You'll only be able to drink fucking Compliments. You'll only be able to drink fucking Compliments, soda. You'll only be able to eat Compliments, chips. You'll only be able to eat Compliments, pizza pockets, Compliments, popsicles, Compliments ice cream, Compliments fucking condoms, Compliments fucking, porn, Compliments fucking. They're gonna have a Compliment. They got a Compliments phone company now. You know what I mean? So why don't they make a fucking Compliments porno website that you can jerk off the Compliments too? That'd be fantastic if they had that. I'd fucking subscribe to that. You know what I mean? But you know what I hate? This is one thing I don't like about living in a big city, because I come from a smaller town. But one thing I don't like that people do here is that there's a lot of black people. Sorry, that's fine. I love black people, but one thing that black people like to do is they like to, when they greet you, they like to go, "You good?" That's something like that's very normal. Whenever I'm in the street, I'll walk past one of these guys, and sometimes as a way of saying hello, they're saying "You good?" Which just seems kind of weird. You know what I mean? What do you mean, "You good?" What do you, are we in the, we're not in the hood, okay? We're in a nice, area right now, okay? We say hello, how are you? Not, "You good?" You know what I mean? What the fuck is that anyways? You got this, slave fucking cotton picker slang. Brother, I noticed your bucket's only half full of cotton. You good? Fuck. Demetrius, we're gonna make it through this thing. Stop saying that shit to me, alright? Yes, I'm good. Are you fucking good? You good. What a terrible way to, like, say hello. Like, I'm sorry. Like, there's some guys I actually like that say that, talk like that. And it's just embarrassing. But the city smells like shit. So what can you expect? You gotta go to Scarborough if you want to get good food. You know? This is America. This is Canada. Don't get you slipping up. Look what I'm whipping on. There's going to be a reckoning in this country. Once the drones come online, once me and my buddy Dimitri unleash our fucking counter assault on Scarborough, and start laying siege to the strip malls. Apparently there's a place in Scarborough where you can get the best mangoes in America. Like, they're known for having, like, the best mango in America. Like, in all of North America. Like, Canada and America. Like, one of the best mangoes in the world. Or apparently it is the best mango in the world. That's how they get supplied. And ever since I saw that, you know, I thought to myself, you know, I'd like to go try that mango. I believe in that kind of stuff. Like, I'm superstitious and whatnot. But I believe that, you know, sometimes these people can find good food, you know. There was a video I saw this week where there was some Indian working at Subway, and he was crisscross applesauce on the, on the counter behind the, where you choose where you get your food, and he was just had his feet, like, bare, and he was just using his bare hands to, like, pick up the salami and, like, put it into, like, trays. Like, he was just picking up fucking salami with his bare feet hanging out. Like this was like that motherfucker you see in those Instagram videos that's just, like, creating feet sauce and serving it, and it's selling like hot tamales. You know what I mean? It's incredible what they achieve. And I can't even start a lawn mowing business. These guys are fucking, they got the feet sauce business. Like, what the fuck? How do they got it so figured out? Maybe I need to stop hating. Maybe I need to dip my toes in a little. You know? But this is why we need to create the world's greatest factory. We need to stop making stupid shit. We need to stop making all this useless technology, all these things we really don't need, all these useless little gadgets. And we just need to create the one big drone factory, the one big Megadeth drone factory that just bends the fucking world into our submission. Okay? We could have the best drones. They could be giant. Like, they could be like 6'4" mega Chad drones that, like, fly over to you. Like fucking Star Wars, like the fucking super drone troopers. Dude, we could have such cool drones. We should have the biggest. Drones are the only thing. Once you get to a certain point in technology, every technology is basically a drone. Everything's basically a drone at the end of the day. Like, even on a molecular scale, like, what are neurons? Neurons are basically actually just drones. They're like little tiny drones of energy floating around to create everything we see. So technically, our reality is just made up of, like, figurative drones. So he who rules the drones rules reality. So if we get a trillion drones, we get like a billion trillion drones, we can do whatever the fuck we want. We can make them. We don't even have to make them kill, Chinese people. We can have them, mine asteroid belts. We can have them dig holes in the ground. We can have them build shit. We can have them build houses, We have a big housing problem. What if we just use the drones to, like, build houses, Get some good house building drones. Or we could, build drones that make cars or make food or we can make drones for everything. We shouldn't even be doing stuff anymore. They should have drones for this shit. The only reason they don't have drones for everything yet is because they secretly want you to do things. And that's how they keep us in line. Because if we had drones doing everything and everyone was just chilling, singing Kumbaya, thinking, you know what? They would have a fucking revolution. And we'd probably fucking blow up all the drones. And then we wouldn't have any drones. But that's aside from the point. We need to take back Scarborough. We need to take back, and we need to use the drones. We need to get on the phone with Elon Musk and Donald Trump. We need to stop them from shooting Donald Trump. We need to use the drones to protect Donald Trump. We need to create a force field of drones around Donald Trump at all times, so that the people stop trying to hurt him. We need to have a full-on drone surveillance campaign protecting the president. And we need more drones. This is like a big drone PSA, but I feel like the drones could set us free. If we had more drones, we wouldn't have all these questions. We wouldn't be wondering. We wouldn't be left asking, why? Why? Why, God? Why? We would just send the drones. Life could be easy. Life could be a dream. Life could be a dream. Ooh-wee-up. Just have drones. We just need more drones. If they had I doubt they even have one factory making drones right now. They probably don't. They probably don't even have one. They might have one, but they don't have two, I bet. I bet they don't have two. And I bet they're not that impressive. Elon Musk is like, oh, we need to build this. We need to build that. We need to build SpaceX. We need to build Neuralink so we can get inside your head. What about Drone X? We need Drone X. Like we need you to like make more drones. Like drones are the most important thing in the world. Don't you know? Don't you know that? Can't you get that through your thick head, Elon Musk? Drones are more important than pretty much anything, except to Jesus. Of course. We got to, put our love of God before drones. But drones will set us free. And I think God would want us to use the drones on the Chinese and the Indians and, whoever else gets in our way, the Muslims and the Jews. And if we have to, I don't know, create 1 million, billion, trillion drones, teach everybody a lesson, then I say we do it. And then we can build back better. We can build the wall with drones. We're going to build a wall, and we're going to build it with the drones. We don't need Mexico to build the wall, because we're going to build it with the drones. We aren't going to need the Mexicans to farm anymore either. We're just going to use the drones for that too. That's right. We're going to exist in a post-human labor world. Yeah. Where basically the only thing will matter is whether or not you're white. And I think that's beautiful. All hail Elon Musk. God bless Donald Trump. We're going to make America great again. We're going to make it even greater in a way that's hopefully more painful for the rest of the world than ever before. And I think life's going to be good. I think we're going to make it through this. Who knows? We could look at our phones tomorrow and Donald Trump is turned into an AI. Like he uploads himself to the AI and now he lives in the machine and to protect himself. Or maybe he was abducted by aliens. Or maybe the Russia nuked somebody. Or who knows what'll fucking happen. But that's why we have this show. That's why we do this. That's why we have you here at the Just with Josh. Because we got to cover this. We got to get over this. We got to talk about it. And we got to process it. And we got to figure out what we want to do with our fucking lives. As peasants in this megalomaniacal tyranny. So, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, this has been absolutely lovely. I'll see you next time. This has been Josh on The Gist with Josh. Ciao, ciao. Have a nice night.